And today's topic is about visual merchandising. Visual means seeing. Merchandise is named as a product. Visual merchandising means displaying a product in a shop or in a particular storeroom to attract the customers. The product must be displayed in an attractive manner with the help of backgrounds, colors, pops, etc. so that the person who is going to be passed near or in that area will be attracted and they will get inside that shop and they will get a particular product so that the sales volume of a particular shop is going to be increased. That is named as a visual merchandising. And we can also name this one as a silent selling technique. The purpose of visual merchandising, the purpose is to attract, engage, motivate the customers towards making a purchase. Both goods and services can be displayed to highlight their features and benefits. Principles and elements of design in visual merchandising. The principles are balance, proportion, rhythm, emphasis, and harmony. And the elements of visual merchandising are line, shape, form, size, texture, and color. And coming to the principles of design, I have shown you the different pictures. This first picture represents the balance. For example, the mannequin is placed at the middle of the window display. So both the side it is in a balanced form. So it will impress the customers to see the display. That display will attract the customers and the customers will get inside that shop and they'll get that particular product or some other product which is related to that display. So the sales volume of a particular shop is going to be increased. That's the main aim of this display. And it is also arranged in a monochromatic color harmony. 10 shade of one color is named as a monochromatic color harmony. Here blue color is selected. So this display is named as a symmetric balance display. Next one is proportion. 3 mannequins has been placed, but each one is in different form. And it is also mentioned the size of the garment, size of the mannequin may be varied. That is named as a proportion. Rhythm is a continuous line movement is named as a rhythm. So in this figure, they have displayed the product from smaller to large in a continuous movement to show each and every product clear to the customers. Next one is emphasis. Emphasis means something which is attractive. Suppose in this display, this bag is emphasized. People prefer to purchase this bag on seeing this display. That is named as an emphasis. Something is very colorful and attractive is named as an emphasis in a particular area. And this one is a harmony. In this dummy is hanging from ceiling. Wires are arranged to hold the dummy and garment is placed. Harmony means unity. Unity, that means these balloons. See, many types of balloons they have used. This balloons is going to enhance the product and same color is used to attract the customers. Next, elements of design in visual merchandising are line, shape, and size. In this picture, if you see, it's like a tall window is used and the different color vertical stripe lines are used. So people is going to be attracted and they're going to see what type of product is displayed inside. So here different types of cars are displayed. They can attract with the help of the display. And next one is about shape. Different shapes like triangle, octagon, square, everything is used to attract the mannequin's product. Next is about size. Balloon is used here in different sizes and colors, and mannequin garment is also be placed at one area. It's a one type of display to attract the customers. Texture and color. Texture normally will be having two types of texture. One is named as a visual, another one is named as a tactile. If it is a visual texture, we can identify it with the help of the eyes. It's named as a visual texture. Suppose if you are not able to identify with the help of your eyes, you can go near that window display area and you can touch and feel what type of product is that. And the customer is satisfied with that product, they can get that particular product. That's the main role of display. So texture plays a major role in visual merchandising display. And next aspect is about color. Color plays a very important role in visual merchandising. Color creates a mood. Color creates a psychological effect. Every people, while you're going to purchase a garment, first you feel to attracted with the help of the colors. Major attractive colors people will be preferred, or some people will say, I need this yellow color, orange color, particular colors. So color plays a major role in visual merchandising. It is easily attract the customers. The next topic is about display and display settings. Display is sell by showing and promoting. That means what it is displayed, it is shown to all the customers, or it is shown to or open to all is named as a display. And types of display are one item display, line of goods display, related merchandise display, variety or assortment display, promotional and institutional display. Excuse me. This is one item display. Only one type of product or one type of garment is going to be displayed in a window, is named as a one item display. Suppose here they have shown you the slippers or shoes. Instead of this, you can display any other product, but only one product is going to be displayed, is named as a one item display. Mostly in jewelry, they are going to display only one item. For example, one long stud or hangings, whatever it may be, only one product is displayed, is named as a one item display. Line of goods display, one merchandise product or one type of product. For example, cotton means all related to cotton fabric, top and bottom, or it may be a menswear, or it may be a women's wear, or it may be a children's wear, or it may be a whole denim garments. So in this picture, I have shown you the denim product is displayed, or it can be a one-person designer product. That is named as a line of goods display. It must be related to each other, but only it may be a menswear, or it may be a women's wear, or it may be a children's wear. Related merchandise display is a kind of display, accessories or any other item that goes together or displayed because they're meant to be used together. For example, here in the mannequin, one pink and red color garment is displayed, and here if you see accessories is used here, which is related to wear this garment. Bangles, necklace, and here also another garment is displayed. And see here, so if you are going to purchase a garment, all the garment related accessories also be purchased in the same place is named as a related merchandise display. Next one is assortment display. There won't be any rule. You want to display only one garment, or you want to display only one designer garment or pieces, or it may be some other Titan watches, or it may be a jewelry. Assortment means variety of displays will be there. It won't be related to each other, is named as an assortment display. If you see here, garment is there and suitcases or bags is here. Then dining items are available here. Here cooking bowls, bag. It won't be related to each other. It will be in an assorted form. So it is named as an assortment display. Promotional display. It plays a promotion display emphasize a particular concept. You can select any type of concept. So here in this picture, I have shown the concept as a books and gift. So book, which is used for gifting purpose, all the books is gifted in a or packed in a gifted form. This is a one type of display which comes under the type of display. And institutional display. This display promotes an idea, not an item. It promotes the institutional services. This display presents the store as a member of community, which helps further in building the image of the store. So main purpose, they need to attract the store is the first main purpose. Then they need to attract their products. This was second purpose. The next aspect is about display setting. In the presentation of any display, there are some basic approaches that any visual merchandiser will make to set the scene for the merchandiser or the concept to be sold. Types of display setting are realistic, environment, semi-realistic, fantasy, and abstract setting. Coming to the realistic setting, the display will be in a real form. It will look like a original place. That is named as the realistic setting. If you see here, animal is there, wood is there, one girl is sitting, and the garment is displayed, and mist is formed. Some leaves are hanging here. So everything will be in a real form. So it is named as a realistic setting. So all these will be displayed inside the window. So if you cross across that window, that they feel some person is sitting there. But if they go close and they watch it, it is a display, not a person. Environmental setting. Background will be in a environmental form. That means some forms of animals, leaves, trees, something, the basic or some spaces is represented, that is named as an environmental setting. Then from near that you can place the mannequin and place your garments, or some other display also can be done in an environmental setting. Next one is a semi-realistic setting. If it is a realistic setting, the cost will be very high. So people who are not able to afford for going for realistic setting, they can go for semi-realistic setting. Half will be in a realistic form, half will be in your own imagination of the visual merchandiser. That is named as a semi-realistic setting. Imagination of the shopper is also named as a semi-realistic setting. And fantasy setting, it looks very attractive, creative, many lights or new ideas, everything is introduced to attract the garment. That is named as a fantasy setting. Abstract setting, we can't see what is the correct position and what is existing. It will be in a abstract form with the help of shapes, cubes, cylinder, triangle, arches, circle, curves, etc. But if you go nearer, you can able to identify what the garment is displayed. That is named as an abstractive setting. Our next topic is about attention drawing devices. How you are going to attract the customers. The customers will be attracted with the help of color, light, line and composition, scale and repetition. Coming to the color is what I see first. First, wherever you go, whichever shop you go, or it may be a malls, or it may be in bazaar seats, in which area, first your eye will go to the contrast color product. So color plays a major role. So in this figure, the color means for me this center part is attracted. So some emphasis. It's a maroon color, gold with black color fabric is used to attract the customers. Color plays a major role. Lighting, whole lighting is done in the upper side. Whole display lighting is to be used to attract the customer, and lighting can be used in window, and it is also used the interior design. Inside also it can be used. Lines, different types of lines is used in a window display. One is named as a vertical line, horizontal line, diagonal line shown in these figures. Vertical line, a person or mannequin is going to be used a vertical line. The person will look thin when compared to the normal figure. And if it is a horizontal line, that person will look fat, and diagonal line will give you a good look to a particular, or it will give you a unity to the whole garment. So different types of line is placed in one window. It can be easily attracted. So people who is going to pass away this window, they'll be stand there and they will see the view of the line. So they may be attracted to get a product in that particular shop. And in this, repetition of an idea. Repetition of an idea is used. 3 different mannequins is used. 1, 2, 3 different mannequin is used with different hairstyles, makeup, attention, etc. So it will also attract the customer. It is also one method to easily attract the customers with the same color combination garments. Next is about masking and portioning. Masking means outside of the window, some attractive faces of humans or animals, or some attractive flowers or triangular, hexagon, different, whatever you feel that will be painted, that is named as a masking. So it is also one way to find the product or find the shop. Next one is portioning. In a window display, the product is placed above the product. Excuse me. Above the product, curtains are used to attract the customers. So if they are going to see that one from distance, they feel something is there. So they will come near and they will see and they will identify the particular product which is displayed. If they are attracted, they will purchase that particular product. It is also one type of display which is named as a portioning. For this, they are going to use different types of curtains so that it will be little bit expensive when compared to other display. Next topic is about graphic signage. Graphics refers to the use of oversized photographs, blow-ups, light blocks art, artwork, sketches, and enlarged printers is used to attract the customers. Signage means it's a symbol where the sales counter is there, how many percentage of discount, whether shop is opened or not, size, style, features, logos, everything is going to be used in a symbol form that is named as a signage. It helps to purchase the product easily. Next one is about light and lighting. It plays a major role in visual merchandising or visual display. Lighting is one of the most important element of display. If properly used, it will aid in selling merchandise and thereby add the profit of the store. Pulls customer eye to the merchandise and encourage them to buy. You will be having two types of lighting. One is named as a natural, another one is named as a artificial. If it is a natural light, we are going to get light from the sunlight is our natural lighting. Artificial light can be fluorescent or it may be a high intensity discharge lighting. This is an open back window. The back side of window is open and lighting is also arranged. And this is one type of open back window and it is also another type of open back window. So back side it is opened. Lighting must be strong enough to attract the customers. While we are going to use the lighting, we should not light in the mannequin space. It must be light at the background of the mannequin so that light will enhance the product, not the mannequin. And chest lighting is preferred. It's also detailing the design. Another one is close back windows. Create a display using colored lines. Close back window means front, back and the walls, everything is closed. So it is named as a close back window. So another one disadvantage is you can't touch and feel what type of fabric it is. Just from the mirror you can able to identify the, visually you can able to identify the fabric. That is named as, that type of product is displayed in a close back window. Most lighting will be on 3 walls, floor, walls and ceiling. In all the area, they are going to use different types of lighting. An incandescent light and this is named as a incandescent light and this is named as a MR16. Excuse me. MR16 bulbs is used here to attract the customers. Store lighting. A variety of lighting sources and lamp can be used to create a particular interior lighting palette. Lighting means seeing. In a store lighting, normal primary lighting is used here. If you want to attract the customer, different types of lamps also used for attracting the customers. This is the normal store lighting which we are using in our Indian shops. And if it is not adequate, you can go for other lighting. But normally this type of primary lighting is used in the ceiling and it is also very less expensive, is named as a primary lighting. The secondary lighting is a decorative lighting, indirect lighting, spot lighting and light. It brightens the shelves, cases, counters and the merchandise. For example, this is one type of secondary lighting. See, whole thing will be dark. That particular mannequin garment is going to be emphasized with the help of lighting. That is named as a decorative or secondary lighting. Fluorescent lighting, it is very common. Mostly it will be in a white color or bluish or it will be in a light orange. High intensity discharge lighting. See, Here, it's like a shadow boxes. Mostly in the jewelry shops, they'll be having a shadow boxes. Inside the box, the small product like sticks or some bangles or like that, they are going to be placed. And if you see, in all the corners, they'll use a high intensity discharge lighting. It looks like a small bulbs. It is named as a inexpensive light. The current won't occur more for this type of lighting. So inside the shadow boxes, on the fourth side or in the top bottom, they'll use small bulbs. That bulb is going to attract that particular garment. If you go near, you can able to see that product clearly. That is named as a high intensive discharge lighting. Accent lighting, incandescent bulb, complexion bulb, reflected type, different types of bulbs are used in one particular display is named as a accent lighting, and it gives you a very sharp and brilliant look. Different light sources can be used in a same selling floor, so heat will be more in that particular area. So you can avoid of using more lights in one particular display. You can go for minimum 3 or 4 light to enhance your product. MRLB and MR11, it is also another type of incandescent light which we are using in a window display. So if you see here, this light type MRLB and MR11 light is used, and it is a popular light, inexpensive, compact and low voltage light. Production must less heat than incandescent light. It will give you the less heat when compared to other light, and it will also cooler to the product, and it is also used for long life, and it is very efficient life for display. Fixers is another major one which is used in the visual merchandising. Fixing is the furniture that holds and displays the majority of our merchandise. It is one of the most difficult subject to address because every store has different needs to show its merchandise. Bars, stands, racks are used as a fixers. See, some people prefer to sew the whole garment like this. Some shops, they prefer to fold their garments and keep in this form. Some, they will use the hangers. So fixes may vary according to the type of the garment and according to the type of the retailers. And these are the familiar symbols which is used as a theme of visual merchandising or theme for window display. These symbols are used as a theme for window display to attract the customers. Suppose this month is June month. If we won't have this COVID situation, all our kids is going to join for school. So back to school, welcome everyone. All the garment will be placed there. Or suppose you are going to get anniversary day tomorrow, day after tomorrow. They can use these colors dresses and it will be displayed in a window display. And Father's Day theme, some wall hangings or posters will be there. These are the few symbols which is used in a window display to attract the customers. Our next topic is about mannequin. It is very important for the window display. Mannequin may be a store's more valuable asset. It is a silent salesperson keeping the clearest fashion message. Every mannequin should be given a rest period. For example, we are going to use the same mannequin for 2 years, 3 years and 4 years. No one will be attracted. None of your garment is going to be sold. So, mannequin need at least rest period for 6 months, and next 6 months you can use the same mannequin with different accessories is named as a wigs or necklaces. Then remaining parts, whatever you can able to modify it, you can modify it. So mannequin plays a major role, or you can name that one as a silent salesperson. And types of mannequins are realistic, semi-realistic, abstract, semi-abstract, and headless mannequins. This is named as a realistic mannequin. This is a mannequin, not a human being. This mannequin looks like a human. If you go nearer, only you can able to identify this is a mannequin. That is named as a realistic mannequin. Excuse me. Semi-realistic mannequin, half will be in a real form, half is not in a real form, or it may be in a decorative or stylized form is named as a semi-realistic mannequin. So, in this mannequin, this head part is sculptured. Remaining bits looks like a natural one. So, they can able to identify it. It is not a human being, it's a mannequin. Abstract mannequin, it will have one still out, but that curves, features won't be there. For example, eyes, nose, lips, features won't be there, but still out will be there. That is more than enough to wear the garments. Our aim is to sold the product, not to. Our aim is to just to sold the merchandise product. Semi-abstract mannequin, it is more stylish, more decorative than the semi-realistic mannequin. And they will also say this mannequin as a doll-like and decorative and more popular mannequins. Headless mannequin, they won't have head. Suppose a person is unable to buy a mannequin from head to feet, it is very expensive. They can go for this type of mannequin. It is more cheap when compared to the whole mannequin. This headless mannequin, since in this headless mannequin, there won't be having a head, makeup, wigs. There is no need of all that aspect. Just you can wear the garment and kept in a window display. And the size of the window display is also small, can be small for this type of mannequins. And alternate to the mannequins, even though I told you mannequin is very, very expensive, we can't spend too much for purchasing a mannequin. We can go for some alternative which is named as a three-quarter forms, soft sculptured figures, articulated artist figures, and hangers. So this is otherwise named as a dummy, what we are using in our draping lab. This is a full view, that is named as a, see, this is also used in a display, full view of the still out. And this is in a three-quarter length, this is in a 1/2. So above this you can place the garment and you can keep it in a window for displaying. And this is named as a soft sculptured figures. It is a life-size doll. It can be male, female, or kid in any ages. It will be in a black color, or it may be in a brown, or it may be in a white color, and it is covered. It will be in a soft, spongy foam. It's made like a doll. Above that, you can place the different types of garment for showcase. Articulator or artist figure. This is a tall mannequins. Just features will be there. So in this mannequin can also be used for display. Another aspect, instead of mannequins, then sculpt dummies, etc., you can display your garment in hangers. These are the different types of hangers, which is named as a blouse hanger, scarf hanger, tie hangers. And coming to the conclusion, Retailers can attract more customers and increase sales by proper usage of visual merchandising technique. Visual merchandising inspire shoppers and to encourage them to